I never doubted her. Every morning, she left the house neatly dressed, coffee in one hand, confidence in her walk. She would smile and say, "Long day ahead. Meetings won't end." I believed her, why wouldn't I? She had an office job, a respected position, and a boss she often described as strict but professional. At least, that's what I thought. Our marriage had become quiet, but I told myself that was normal. Years together can dull excitement, right? She came home late, tired, sometimes distant. She blamed deadlines. I blamed life. Love, I believed, was built on trust, not suspicion. The first crack appeared one evening when her phone buzzed on the table. She was in the shower. I wasn't snooping, at least that's what I told myself. The screen lit up with a message preview. "I can't stop thinking about last night." No name. Just a number saved as office. My heart skipped, but my mind rushed to defend her. Maybe it was work stress. Maybe a joke. I put the phone back like I had touched fire. But doubt is a seed. Once planted, it grows. Over the next weeks, I noticed things I had ignored before: new perfume, guarded smiles, sudden password changes. She started mentioning her boss more often, always casually, always harmlessly. He stayed late too. He understands pressure. One night, she said she had to attend an urgent office meeting. It was almost midnight. Something inside me finally broke. I followed her. I watched from across the street as she parked not at the office, but at a luxury apartment building. She didn't hesitate. She walked in like she belonged there. An hour passed. Then two. When I finally gathered the courage to go up, the doorman stopped me. "She's already inside, sir. With Mr. Harris." Her boss. The world went silent. I didn't knock. I didn't scream. I walked away feeling hollow, betrayed, foolish. Every late night, every excuse, every moment I defended her, it all replayed like a cruel joke. That night, I didn't confront her. I planned. Over the next month, I collected proof. Messages. Call logs. Receipts. Lies stacked upon lies. I learned it wasn't new, it had been going on for over a year. While I was building a future, she was sharing a bed with the man who signed her paychecks. When I finally confronted her, I didn't raise my voice. I simply placed the evidence on the table. She cried. She begged. She said it just happened. She blamed stress. She blamed me. She blamed everything except herself. I walked away. Divorce papers followed. So did the truth, sent anonymously to her company's HR department. Office romances are one thing. Abuse of power is another. She lost her job. He lost his position. And I lost the woman I thought I knew, but gained my dignity back. Now, when people ask why I don't trust easily anymore, I just smile. Because sometimes, the real work isn't happening in the office. Sometimes, it's happening in the bed you never knew existed that I thought walking away would bring peace. It didn't. For weeks after the divorce, silence followed me everywhere. The house felt larger, emptier. At night, memories crept in, not of her betrayal, but of the man I used to be before it broke me. Trust doesn't vanish loudly. It fades quietly, like light at sunset. Then one afternoon, my phone rang. An unknown number. "I didn't know who else to call," she said. Her voice was smaller now. Fragile. I almost hung up. She told me the truth, not the excuses, not the tears I'd already heard, but the real truth. Her boss hadn't just been an affair. He had promised promotions, security, control. When she tried to end it, he threatened her job. When HR got involved, he turned on her completely. For the first time, I heard fear instead of lies. I listened. Not because I wanted her back, but because closure doesn't always come from anger. "I ruined everything," she said. "Yes," I replied calmly. "You did." And that was it. I didn't rescue her. I didn't forgive her. I didn't reopen old wounds. Some doors, once closed, must stay closed to let new ones appear. Months later, life slowly found its rhythm again. New routines. New people. A quieter strength. I learned that betrayal teaches lessons loyalty never can, about boundaries, self-respect, and knowing when love ends. One evening, while walking past an office building glowing with late-night lights, I paused. I smiled, not with bitterness, but with clarity. Trust should never be blind. Love should never cost your dignity. And the truth, no matter how painful, always finds its way out. Because secrets don't stay hidden forever. They just wait for the right moment to destroy everything. A year passed. I stopped counting days and started measuring progress in smaller things, sleeping through the night, laughing without forcing it, trusting my own instincts again. I rebuilt myself quietly, piece by piece, without announcing it to the world. Then fate returned her name to my life one last time. I saw it in a news article shared online. Her former boss had been arrested. Multiple women had come forward. Different departments. Same pattern. Promises mixed with pressure. Authority used as leverage. What I thought was a personal betrayal turned out to be part of something darker and much bigger. She was mentioned too, not as a victim, not as a villain, just a name among consequences. For a moment, I felt something I didn't expect. Not joy. Not revenge. Relief. Relief that the truth no longer lived only inside me. Weeks later, she sent a final message. I never deserved your trust. But losing you was the punishment that hurt the most. I read it once. Then I deleted it. Some apologies arrive too late, not because forgiveness is impossible, but because healing has already moved on. Today, I don't hate her. I don't love her either. She's just a chapter that taught me a lesson I'll never forget. Trust is sacred, but self-respect is survival. Now, when someone tells me they're working late, I don't panic. I simply listen, to words, to patterns, to silence. Because I learned the hard way that betrayal doesn't begin in the bed. It begins the moment someone chooses a lie over honesty. And this time, when life tested me, I chose myself.